So, jobs. Why in America is it so hard to land a decent job? Hi, my name is Caveman, and today we'll be exploring jobs in America, specifically my small state of Oklahoma. I live in a college town here in Oklahoma, and let me tell you just how messed up our economy is. So this being a state with not that many people in it, we have very little business going on when school is out, meaning any entry-level job around the town is absolutely not hiring until they get back. And if they are hiring, if a job is hiring, it's because the college kids just left. And let me tell you about these college kids that I have to live in a town with, right? My main issue with them, and I love most of them, I promise. But the thing is they have a lot of their student loans and all these credit cards that they're maxing out. And like, this isn't just my assumption. I've talked to a lot of these people. I live literally on campus. I mean, or as close to it as you could. I live across the street, like across one singular street, and there's my house. That's where I live. It's a nice place to live. It's a little bit rough on game days with the football, but yeah. So let me tell you about these guys. These guys, they don't really have much of a concept of money. They have maxed out credit cards. They'll work for $9 an hour, and it doesn't really make a big difference to them because they're already accruing $20,000 a year in student loans. Like, it's just like it's adding to the pile for them. But for me, a normal guy who got his GED when I dropped out at 16, I was a junior in high school. It was a bad idea, I promise. Stay in school, kids. But like, yeah, most of these guys, they don't really get it. Barring the few finance students that go to that college. Shout out finance, right? Can you stop looking at your fellow students like they're sheep ready to be slaughtered? That would be nice. All right. Anyway, so let me put this into perspective for you guys. When you're working for $9 an hour, even if you're doing it 40 hours a week, 52 weeks out of the year. Sorry for the stuttering. I'm just going to leave those in at this point. I've tried to record this so many times, right? But, where was I? Oh, right. So you make $9 an hour, right? And you do that 40 hours a week, 52 weeks, no missed days, no vacation, nothing. You are essentially bound to your work as much as you are bound to eating and drinking. So that makes you about $18,600 a year. And that's not that bad if rent... Sorry, let me try that one more time. If that wouldn't be so bad if rent in Oklahoma weren't about $900 a month at the minimum. You got that right. You spend over 70% of the money you make on rent alone. And that's, yeah, food is really cheap here. You can get away with even $150, maybe even $125 a month in groceries. If you go with the bare essentials, you just get a bunch of rice and noodles and maybe a bit of meat and some vegetables. But that's all you get. You don't get anything fancy, nothing that comes in a box. Lord forbid that. I mean, how dare you think you should deserve a nice laptop once a year or a car to get around in, or hell, sometimes AC might be too expensive when you make that little. And I know you could say just, work more, get a different job. Not everybody can do that. Like, I got my GED, and I've had a couple of good jobs in my time. But one of them, Tate and Delivery, back in 2019, shut down completely. So, yeah, that's where I was. And for about a year and a half, not too long ago, I was just so demoralized with the whole thing that I gave up and I just lived at home. Yeah, I fixed people's computers and laptops to make a bit of money, but that should be beside the point. It shouldn't be so demoralizing that, like, the best job I can get makes $15 an hour and is like a living HE double hockey sticks on me. It's just a crazy situation. I guess that's all I really wanted to say. This was supposed to be funny, but I guess it turned into me complaining about jobs and stuff. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you stay tuned.